Welcome back. We're going to continue asking where in the heck is the AutoArt Jesko? HPT McLarens are missing? And the Alfa Romeo Stradale 33 is out by BBR. And of course the hot list. Almost about a year and a half ago, AutoArt made a press release saying that they were going to be making the Koenigsegg Jesko and the Jesko Attack. And since then, there have been some photo releases of their prototype. The problem is that the release date for these is still to be determined based again on their website. Now, there are some retailers who are taking deposits, don't do this, for this future release, and they're stating that it should be out in the first or second quarter of 2025. I would not trust this because again, this thing has been out there for a long time and we've yet to see any indication that it's coming out. I'm not sure if this is a licensing issue with AutoArt. No one seems to know, and AutoArt has not really disclosed what the issue is. Not yet anyway. Which makes me think this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for other companies to come in and take the place of AutoArt like they have been doing with other models and produce these cars. I don't think it's impossible for these companies to get the license to make Koenigseggs because it seems to have been pretty darn easy for GT Spirit, for example, to get this license, and they've been making a plethora of different Koenigsegg models, including the Attack. You also have AutoArt, who's been making Koenigsegg since the beginning of time, it seems like, and they have tons of color variations, and of course they've done several different models. They've done the one-to-ones, they've done the Jeskos, they've done the Agueras and the Agera RSs, so they have a lot of models that they've made. Now, LCD has been killing it with their new releases and models, and they have been making models that AutoArt in the past have made. That would include especially the McLaren XP1, the F1 car, and that is an excellent model. I did a review on it. As you can tell, that model was fantastic, which means that if they can make something as good as that F1, imagine if LCD was making the Koenigseggs. That would be a wonderful thing. They would be priced decently and they would have lots of really good detail. I'll give you one that's even better. What if Almost Real made the Koenigseggs? That would be phenomenal. They have the technology to do this. They have the funding to do this, and it would be a big win-win. We have been on the Pagani train for quite some time, and I'm not complaining. The Pagani models that have been coming out have been absolutely awesome, and I'm very thankful that we have companies like LCD and Almost Real, and there are some other companies too that are making these Pagani models. And Pagani, they don't seem to have any restrictions on their license because it seems like any company can pick it up and make a Pagani model, it seems this way. I'm not sure that is the same thing with Koenigsegg, but kind of in a way it seems that way as well. Just saying. But now on top of that, AutoArt, if they are having challenges with this license, AutoArt could be doing something else to at least keep their fan base buying their product. And what I mean by that is they came out with the one-to-one, and they came out with maybe 3 different colors for that one-to-one, from what I remember. That was the black, there was a moon gray, and then there was a Pebble Beach white. Why not expand that with some more colors? I mean, that to me would be a no-brainer. The same thing for their Agera RS. I believe that came in 2 colors. Expand those colors, man. You already have those models. Why would you not do that? That's going to bring more people to buy your models, and plus, I'm very sure a lot of us collectors would like those color variations that AutoArt actually offers, but they're not opening, whereas AutoArt, if they offer the same things, you would have an opening beautiful model and would actually keep people more interested in your company, AutoArt, if you were doing this. A great example would be the 911 GT3 RS, which again, another missed opportunity by AutoArt. You have No Rev and Mini Champs have been killing it with all the different color variations of these cars. If you look at Mini Champs, there's so many different colors you can't keep up with them. No Rev is right behind them with a lot of different color variations, and each one of these color variations are selling. They're not sitting on the shelf. People are buying these. This would be a great opportunity for AutoArt to, again, if they are having challenges with these models, produce some of the stuff you already have. Just paint them different colors. I think that would be a big win for AutoArt for the meantime anyway. Please leave in the comments, tell me what you think what's going on with AutoArt. I'd be really interested. And tell me what you think about the color variations if they expanded their models. I think that would actually be a really great idea for the time being until they do come out with that Jesko attack. Speaking of Koenigsegg models, HPD models or high performance diecast models actually had a Koenigsegg in the works, probably back around in 2016, 17, or 18. That model never came to fruition. They had prototype pictures, as you can see, of this model, so they were pretty darn close to getting this thing out to market. But for whatever reason, they never made this model, and it was a darn shame. Now, going forward today, they made successfully the McLaren 765 LT, and it is a fantastic model, and it is a heck of an accomplishment for this company. The downside is that if you recall, when these models were introduced, the first two colors was that papaya orange and the chicane green, and then a little bit later they came out with that blue. If you ever went to their catalog or their website, they actually had additional colors that were pending as well. One of them was the green with the black carbon fiber hood, and that one is released and it is out there and it is fantastic. But then there was a red color, it was more of a metallic red color, and then there was a violet color, a purple color that was supposed to come out. And I was so looking forward to seeing those. And the reason why I said I'm so looking forward to seeing those in a past tense is because somehow or some way they disappeared off their website and there's no mention of them at all. So it seems to me that they are never going to make those two colors, and it is very unfortunate. I'm not sure why the reason this is, but maybe the models didn't sell. They seem to be selling pretty well every time I check on them, but guys, they are gone, and that is a heck of a disappointment, and it's unfortunate. Maybe LCD will make those two colors and maybe more. We will see. BBR just started taking orders for the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. Now, this is in 4:3 scale, but eventually, of course, they're going to make it in 18th scale as well. The great thing about this car is that it's one of those that if you're really into design, you're absolutely going to love this, because the lines on this car are absolutely stunning. It harkens back to the original 33 Stradale from many years ago, and it does definitely carry over some of the styling cues of that car of the past. Now, that being said, Alfa Romeo is not Ferrari, which means that the Alfa Romeo license is a lot more accessible, I should say, to other manufacturers. Just take a look at the Helix. They have the Giulia Quadrifoglio, and that is a stunning model. And then you also have companies like Barago who've made that Quadrifoglio. You have Solidio of all companies who've made that Quadrifoglio. Now, I'm not suggesting or desire Solidio or Barago, for obvious reasons, to make this 33 Stradale. Now, I'm saying that because the lines on this car are so crafted and so angular. I think it would be a very big challenge to make an opening model of this car. So this one I'm actually advocating companies like BBR or even Pico, for example, to make this, because they're going to do a fantastic job on it. Yes, it will be a sealed resin, which I know a lot of you, over 50% of you, don't like and don't collect. But this car is such an art piece, just alone being closed. I think it's good enough for anyone to have. And I would definitely love to have something like that in my collection. So there's just something to keep in mind. Please leave in the comments what you guys think. Now we're moving on to the hot list. The hot list are models that are soon to be released or have recently released, and they're more than likely to sell out. Today we're going to start with Norev. Norev is producing the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 2022 in white and pyro red. Now you might be asking yourself, didn't they already come out with this model actually almost 6 months to a year ago? And you would be correct, but this one is in 1/12 scale. So yes, this one is not full opening, but the wheels do steer, and it looks pretty darn good. Next, we have the Porsche 911 Dakar, and it's coming in two variations. This beautiful green color, and this Rotham's inspired livery. Both the models are very good looking. They are full opening, of course, and they have perforated grills. Another added bonus is that the suspension is adjustable. Next, we have mini champs with their BMW 4 Series M4 GT3 Team WRT, the number 46 from the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2024. This is the Valentino Rossi car, along with Maxime Martin and Al Harty. BBR has two models. They are the Ferrari F40s, and these variations are with light blue and Italian flag stripe. Then we have the matte black with black seats. Keep in mind, both of these are a collaboration between BBR and Kyosho, and they will be hot sellers. Finally, we have the model by Barago, and it is the Red Bull RB19 World Championship winner, Max Verstappen. This is the third time that a Barago's been on the hot list. It just gives you an indication of how much improved these models are. And that concludes this week's hot list. Guys, please, I really do appreciate the feedback you're providing, including the ideas for this news, so keep them coming. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time.